What's up everyone, Gids here for a video on Tarisland. So Tarisland just released today and of course we did all the grinding. I did all the things that I can find as a beginner that has zero idea about the game. And I'm gonna share to you the top 5 tips that I've found out as a beginner while I was playing the game, because sometimes some players might already know everything about the game and they might not have the new player experience as we are having right now. So I'm here to share to you all the learnings that I have found out through my playthrough on the first day of Tarisland launch. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Okay, first things first, I know everyone already knows that we have 9 classes in the game and we have 2 specializations for each class. But did you know it's actually simple and free to actually switch from the 2 specializations every single time? So one way you can do that is to click this thing right here, use to switch specializations. So you can just click on this one. Now I'm a healer in the team and now I'm a DPS again. Another way to do this one is to press K or whichever is the hotkey for your skills. So where is it? This thing right here, development and skills. So you can just click this one, enable, and now I'm a healer. Click this one and now I'm a DPS. But sometimes this one right here is so much faster. So whichever one you actually prefer, it's okay. It's fine to spec for one thing or the other, but just so you know, you don't have to lock yourself into a specialization that you don't actually like. So you can switch this one anytime you want, even when you're in a dungeon. Which puts us into the second tip that I want to share with everyone, which is take advantage of the presets. So when you go to talents right here, you have talent preset 1, 2, and 3. So this is actually different. You have a different talent preset for each specialization. So these are 3 presets for the DPS for a priest already. So you have 3 presets right there. And if you switch to a healer right here, talent preset resets, so you have 3 different presets here again. Okay, so this is the same with all the ultimate skills right here. And by the way, if you are a priest, there's actually a resurrection skill for you right here. So I don't know, I only saw this one late into the game when someone was dead in the party and I was trying to figure out if there's actually a resurrection skill, and you have one. Okay, next tip I'm going to share with you on skills is skill assist right here, the last tab on over here. So if you don't understand what it does, basically when you press skill 1 or hotkey number 1 right here, it's basically going to execute all the skills that you have over here on this thing right here. Okay, so you can customize it anytime you want, but it's limited on the skills that you can actually put in. So I basically just go with the recommended build. This one's pretty good for a priest already. So basically what it does is it casts all the skills that are in that thing if it's available. Okay, so it makes casting skills so much easier. So yeah, it's basically going to cast Holy Barrage when we have 5 Fate Sigils. It's gonna cast Agony Trial right away when I can, and then cast skill 2 when I can, and cast skill 1 again. Alright, so we target these things right here. So take a look at my cooldowns. I press 1, instantly uses skill 3 as well. Okay, and once we reach 5 skill sigils, let's see. Okay, so we now have 5. We have activated Holy Barrage. Let's wait for Agony Trial, and we're gonna use it. We're gonna use skill 1. Okay, yeah, so it basically uses the Holy Missile as well. And then when I press 1 again, it's just gonna use Agony Trial. I press 1 again, it's gonna use Holy Missile again. Okay, so yeah, this one's pretty useful, especially when you're too lazy to press buttons. But you know, if you just want to keep pressing 1 in battles and too lazy to look at your other skill cooldowns, this is basically taking care of 3 skills at a time for you, which could definitely increase your overall DPS in a fight. And bonus tip again as well, there's actually no mana in this game, so feel free to spam all your skills when they're off cooldown. So the only resource that you have to manage here is the cooldowns of your abilities. Know when to use them, and whenever they're available, try to use them if possible or if you need to. Okay, so nice. Next tip is going to be on the character. If you are confused on what stats you actually want to go for on your equipments, just go to click your character tab right here and click attribute. This is actually going to show you what attributes or what stats you actually want to focus for your character. So for my character right here, we have combo and then Omni. It's equivalent to cooldown as well. So if you have Omni or cooldown, they're like basically on the same tier of prioritization. We have intelligence, focus, and then stamina as the last stat that you want to prioritize. So this one actually changes whenever you switch roles. Okay, so if I actually switch into a healer now, so now I'm a healer and we look at the attributes, so it actually changes. So you have to keep in mind that whenever you switch your roles, this thing is going to change as well. You still have to decide which specialization you want to do because it's going to probably mess up whatever sets or equipment sets that you have. Okay, so yeah, that's just a thing that you want to keep in mind when you are building your character. Final tip is for the HUD. So you can actually customize the HUD right here. So if there are things that you think are not really that important, or if there are things that you want to keep track of that are important, then you can actually click them and you can increase their sizes and whatnot, or decrease the size of everything else if you don't really need it. Like for example, chat right here, I don't need chat. I don't really read chat at all. So yeah, I have all my skills moved up over here instead of down right here so that I can see them much better, and I have the map larger as well, and everything else a little bit smaller because I don't really need to see them. Okay, so this is going to make your screen much cleaner. Unfortunately, I don't think you can close. Yeah, you can close some of the tabs over here. So yeah, if there are things that you don't really like seeing or you don't need to see, then you might want to just make it small, or maybe you can move them out. Can you? Yeah, you can actually move them out. So yeah, if you think you don't need a certain, oh no, exit anyway. Okay. Whew, I almost saved that. But anyways, if there are things that you don't think you need, you can just move it out. Of course, you can always reset all the changes that you did if you don't like it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for now. Very small tips that I have since it's still only just day one. Gonna have more guides later on in the future, of course. So subscribe if you haven't yet for more content like this. Like the video if it's helpful, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye-bye.